Hi guys, it's 12:30 and ready or not, we're going to work on this board that we've been creating all week, that I've been creating. But it uses all the products that we've been talking about. So I'm pretty excited because I don't often just get to chill and paint. It's been a long time, so I'm going to be watercolor painting on this. Well, it'll look like watercolor. So I'm going to put you down on the board. Hi, Jerry. Say hello as you come on. Well, I'm trying to get you up on the screen here, and I will show you what we're going to be using. Well, you saw the board that I prepped. You're going to see a full piece of it in a minute, but this has got all the molds on it. I really just pulled from a bunch. I spent a couple hours just making resin molds and then laid my design out. This is on a piece of plywood. And hi, Deborah. It's a 12 by 12 piece of plywood. That's all this is. And it already looks amazing. And I haven't even done like the next best part. So it's been painted with DIY paint. These have been, the molds were glued on, and I'll put product links or whatever I'm referring to in the comments after. I used an epoxy because that's all I had handy was a 2-part epoxy, and I didn't want to use wood glue in the resin because I wasn't sure it would stay, and I needed it. Basically, the epoxy dries in 5 minutes, so I was able to make sure they stayed put. I put a primer on the pieces that had been molded on the resin, and then I painted over the whole thing again, and the board has been sealed. Okay, and that's where we're at now. So it's painted and sealed. And the reason that I sealed it is because I use DIY paint. It is clay and chalk based. It's very porous, and my plan is to put on some paintable transfers, which we're going to do in a minute. That part should be pretty quick, and then paint them. And I'm going to paint them with the DIY paint because I want to use what I already have. And actually, if you guys follow Debbie's design diary, she did an amazing bureau. You have to go watch her tutorial. First of all, she's hilarious, but her piece is absolutely stunning. She mixed some transfers around, wrapped it around the whole dresser, and she painted it with DIY paint because she's the creator. And the pigmentation is really just so high, it looked beautiful. So I'm hoping I can use what I have. Oh, no, Jerry, it's not 12 by 12. Thank you. It's 24 by 24. Thank you, Jerry. I know 12 by 12 would be exactly half of this. Sometimes I talk and I go back and watch my videos and I'm like, I said that? Like, I hope nobody was listening. That made no sense. Okay, anyway, so catch Debbie's design diary, her video where she just painted a bureau using the Astoria foliage transfer. So I'm using the same paints. And if I didn't seal, this would soak right in because I paint my furniture with this. And it's porous, so the base layer that I have, this would kind of just soak right into it. What I want for the painting that we're doing today, and what I'm going to do is I have a couple pieces of the, what is this? Classic bouquet. So I have 2 pieces of this. So these are about 11 by 14. And I'm going to place them on here so they fit. And then I also have, in case I wanted some leftover script or something, if I want to layer and fill the space in. So when we paint these, I want to be able to use some water with my paints and move the paints around. And if I didn't seal my board first, I wouldn't be able to do that. So that is why I sealed before painting. Now, if you're using an acrylic paint or something that's less porous, you might not have to do that. So really just try it out and play with it. I haven't painted these yet, other than with some distress crayons that I'm also going to try at a workshop, and that's the only time I've played with it. So this could this could be a failure. I don't know. I guess we're going to try it together and see how it comes out. All right, so I'm going to focus you down. I think that's all I needed to say first. I'm going to focus you down on the board. We're going to put on these two transfers. It should be pretty fast. Hey, Thea. How are you, hun? Hey, Brandy. All righty. Oh, wait, let me get you guys up on my iPad because I'm going to face the camera down. All right, there I am. Now I don't know how to not listen to myself. Hold on, sorry. All righty, volume's off. And I'm on my iPad, I'm in the past by like 5 seconds, so. All right, let's see. Do you have transfers in the shop as well? I carry all of the transfers in my shop in Peterborough at Bowerbird and Friends. And I also have a website, let's see, how's that? Serendipity.house. Is that good, you guys? All right. And so you can order all of the transfers there, or you can stop in my shop. There's tons of retailers across the United States, Canada, Europe. We are everywhere. And the transfers are only sold by approved retailers. All right, I want to make sure this is, like I said, I'm like 5 seconds behind, so I'm trying to fix this and I can't really see how it's looking yet. How's that? Does that look all right? All right, so I have 1/4 because it's cut into fourths of the transfer catalog. No, I'm sorry, I'm using classic bouquets. And I am going to lay it anywhere really. And because I'm only going to rub off the parts that I want, stick it right down on my surface. I'm going to try not to get it on top of my molding, but we'll just see what happens with my sticks. So here's one of the new IOD paintable transfers. This should be rather quick. I will paint upside down, I think, but I can't really do the transfer upside down. I'm sorry if it looks weird because I'm afraid I'll put it on crooked. All right, see how you can cut, you don't have to rub real hard, you can just push it, catch an air bubble there. Brandy, have you ordered any of these, Brandy? I know you can't wait to get them. They're really cool. They don't have any halo. I'm not seeing any of that halo, which is what makes, when you use them, I think it makes your items look even more homemade. You know, it totally doesn't look like a sticker for people who are new to this. And it's very thin, so it goes right onto your piece, and really by the time you're sanding and pushing it into your paint, you can't even feel it. So it's not like a sticker or like using one of the vinyl pieces at all. All right, I don't know, I've just been playing this by ear. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I just kind of went crazy with these molds. Jill, you're ready to buy some more transfers. You know what? I have been restocking every week. They've been very popular. I have sold a ton of Midnight Garden, which is the one with the bird, and I knew that would be popular because that's my favorite. I have one left, and I've placed another order. So it'll be another week till I have more. So if you're watching this video, I'm going to do another share. I keep trying to do a giveaway, but no one's contacting me after they win. So go ahead and share this video and like and follow my page. When I have 20 shares, I am going to do a giveaway. And if your name gets chosen, you need to contact me so that you can claim your prize. All right, this, I think, is just about on. Hey Maggie, how are you? Thanks for watching. All right. Da-da. I don't see, I'm not putting on this part here because I don't want it over the top of my, all right, there's one. Yeah, I don't want to get it over the top of my molds. Okay, now this one, I'm not sure. All right, I want to piece this one with it. Now let me show you something here. I didn't give myself really the right amount of, I'm not going to take it off the back just yet because I want to just show you. So these are cut in 4, but if you take all 4 of these transfers off from the classic bouquets, you can see that if you wanted to use these on the front of a dresser or something that's short, that you only have like 16 inches of, so smaller than the other large transfers, you can line them all up, like all the way across your piece, because when you cut them up, you can match. Now, it's script, it's not meant to say anything, so you're not going to be able to like read a novel, but you can match these so that it looks like it all goes in sequence. And they were designed like that so that you can just have more options on how you're laying them out. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here, I think, and then I'm only going to use part of it, and hopefully it won't stick while I've got it down. Let's see. I'm just trying not to get it on my molding. So let's see, I'm going to cover up my molding over here. Thanks for sharing, you guys. Make sure, yep, you wrote share. Make sure you're following my page, so if you win, if you win, I want to give you something, and I want to know how you like the products if you're not already using them. Okay, so the only thing I'm not sure that I'm liking here is I think I'm going to line up, instead of lining up here, I'm going to line up where the words are, because okay, and overlap a bit. All right, I think that's good. We're not going for perfection. I think that's actually, it's crooked. We're not going for perfection, but I don't like crooked. So hard to eye something when you're at a weird angle. Okay. Let's get this right on. The detail on these is really great. There's things that that I don't see until after, that I didn't notice that were there, because I haven't used them all yet. But there's this cute little cherub here with a belly. He's really cute, or she. Let's see. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to stop pressing. Okay. Yeah, that's working out pretty well. So have any of you guys used these? Any of you watching, have you used any of the new transfers yet? These are pretty easy, I have to say, as long as you have a clean surface to put them on and you are not getting your transfer dirty or any debris on it when you take it off of your backing. Okay, do I want that? I might as well have that. Don't want that. I'm just trying to figure out where to stop here. Whoops, I lifted that a little too hard. Let's see, I got right here. So if you do that, if you're careless and quick and move around like sometimes I do, like a bull in a china shop, you can just go back, and I'm pressing those pieces on where they belong before I pulled them up. All right, I have got, oh, that looks pretty cool. All right, I've got some leaves and flowers and things left. I'm just going to fill in a couple of the spaces here with some of the pieces I have left. I always use my leftover transfers or pieces of them. All right, now there's no hole there. And I'm wondering if it's okay if I leave that space at the top. I'll show it to you. I'm going to lift it up and show you, or turn it around and show you, and see what you see if you think I should fill that in with some words, or we could paint and then. That's my water bottle. All right, so that's facing the right way now. So this is the top, as you can see, has nothing on it. Can you see all the way to the bottom? Do you think I should add some script or some flowers in here, or just leave it blank? Anybody? Anybody? Do you still always wax? I wax about 90% of the time. I love waxing. I won't wax a table. That's something that's going to get a lot of use, but I wax over my transfers. And, you know, I also, speaking of wax, I'm waiting to see, Julia likes the open space. Hey, Julia. Thank you. Okay, because I'm thinking I want some like blue background and maybe a little bit of drippy, so that looks okay. Oh, Mary says add something. Uh-oh. So I was thinking with this that you need to spray your sealer, otherwise whatever we're painting on it is going to smear the colors. But Debbie Design Diary, Debbie, who uses the paint that created it and used the paint that I'm using today, she went over it with our big top sealer and just painted over it, and it didn't blur. So I might try that today. Okay, I'm gonna grab my steel wool real quick. Okay, this part I always do because you just want to make sure that everything's down. It'll take off any loose pieces you have. And just make sure it's really stuck to your board. Oh, I think it's a tie between add something and, you know what, because I'm gonna paint it, I can add a different kind of detail there, like a textural detail. I guess theoretically I could go back after and add another transfer. Let me just make sure this is clean. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it upside down to me. And we're gonna start painting now. I just can't get the phone, I just can't get this to look straight. Okay. 5 seconds delay, I'm looking back here. Okay, so what I have to paint with, well, I double check my board and try to get it centered for you guys. What I have to paint with, I'm using DIY paint right now. It's a chalk and clay based paint, porous, water based. I've got a bunch of my watercolor brushes, just bought from the craft store from Michael's. I've got extra water. I've got my spray bottle. And because the paint that I use dries so fast, I'm basically just going to dip into it and use water after to water it down. And I'm thinking that should work because I sealed the board before I applied. All right, so let's go. My brushes are sticky, they're all sticking together. Alrighty. What color should I start with? I'm gonna start with a little bit of, the colors that I have out are blues and greens, yellow. I'm gonna start with, I'm just gonna dip my brush in here, a little bit of, this one's called Cake Batter. And I'll start over here. So I've got my cake batter and my water. Here it goes. I am just going to, and also you'll notice I did the board I didn't do it white. A lot of the ones I've been seeing is white. I just wanted to try something different and see how it looked on a different color background. I'm gonna dip in some water. This is a very muted color, very pale. I have a brighter one I might grab, but so I'm trying, I don't really care about staying in the lines, but I'm trying to still be able to see the outline of the stencil, of the transfer. So let's water that down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to come in with another color, like a brighter color. I could see just kind of sitting here and losing myself for hours doing this. All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of this. This is called Queen Bee. I'm just going to use the same brush because there's really not much on it. What do we think of that? And I'll come back in with some white. I am totally a furniture painter. I could not, in rooms and decor and furniture, I could not draw you a stick person or even a tree that looks anything like what they're supposed to. So this is definitely kind of a leap for me. Do I even want that more opaque? I like the light. I like the darkness right now of that. All right, so far I think those colors. Let's go into the middle with a little bit of green. This is very relaxing. A textural detail would be perfect up here. You're right. I like doing that too, Julia. I paint a lot. I'm dipping into Fancy Farm Girl. I paint a lot of textural. Like when I do my furniture, I like to see brush strokes, and I like depth and dimension and dark wax and all of that textural stuff actually. Now I'm gonna grab a cloth because I'm gonna wipe up a little bit where I went outside the lines. So just gonna grab my blue shop cloth, and I could not do this if I hadn't sealed. So I'd be interested, all of you, when you are doing these, in what mediums you're trying. If you paint a lot, I think it's awesome. You can go out and get lots of new things to paint with, lots of new toys and colors and different types of markers. And I did buy some for this. I bought the distress crayons, which I'm going to try in a bit. I guess that should be, let's do that pink. But I really want to see what I have around the house, and these are pretty new, this line. So everybody's just trying to see what you already have and how that's working. So I think as long as you can use some, whoa, okay, let's see. That's so like me. That is so like me. Okay. that is, let's see if it's wiping up. Or, all right, so here's the example of what happens if you drop your pink paint, then you do a little pink wash. Okay, all righty, let's try that again. Hold on to the brush. I forgot what I was saying. You can just watch. All right, ooh. I think I grabbed, this is Kissing Boost, so it's like a hot pink. The DIY colors look very different once they are sealed. They don't look anything like they do when they're wet. They really deepen. Ooh, look at that. That actually added a little bit of texture. I like that. Just dabbing it on. Let's try to find another. Is there another rose like that I can do the same color? Looking for a rose. And I think instead of watering, I'm going to dab that. You know, it's really hard to see upside down. Let's see, any questions? What type of sealing product? Well, I haven't done these yet, Maggie. I haven't sealed this yet. But what I am going to use is, well, first of all, I thought that we had to spray it, because if you take a watercolor and you spread it on a watercolor, it usually, like, it would smear all of this. But that said, Debbie, from Debbie's Design Diary, who makes the paint that I use, she did a video and she painted with these paints on a few of these transfers, and she took a big fat brush and some of our sealer, which is called Big Top, and it's a water-based sealer, and just brushed it right across the top, and it was fine. So I think I am going to try that and just hope that my paint stays on like hers and doesn't smudge. I'm going to do some leaves, and I think I'm going to grab some blue and do some flowers in blue. All right, I'm just going to go messy. This is meant to be kind of messy and fun and more organic, I think, than what I'm doing. Okay. I do kind of like it smudged and not perfect there. All right, let's change some of these colors out. There was another question I was gonna, is the front door to a cabinet? Oh, is this a front door? No, this is, Mary, this is a piece of plywood, a 24 by 24 inch piece of plywood that I got at Home Depot. I don't remember how much it was not expensive. I'm using French millinery now, which is like a purpley gray. It's actually a gray, it's supposed to be a gray, but I think it reads purple to me, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, so Home Depot, and it was not expensive, and it was already cut, so, and it's nice and thick, and it does not look like a piece of plywood anymore. Okay. I am just making a mess, touching my brush down everywhere, and I think I need a little more water on that one. All right, so I think I might play a little bit. I mean, I don't know if I guess if people don't want to watch, they can just turn it off, or I can just keep going. But I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing with different colors here. I make it look easy. You know what? It is. If believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I am not this kind of a painter, so it is easy. Okay, I guess maybe that color doesn't look great against. You know what? I want to paint the top, because before I stop, I'm going to paint the top of these so that I can put in a little bit of the background color and see how that looks. So first, I've got this nice great big flower there. What color should that be? Let's clean my water. What color, what color? Couldn't resist. Are there blue flowers, green? I can't even decide on a color. Red. I'm having color issues. I'm not a yellow person, and I really don't like the yellow. Let me see if I have a red open. Okay, I do. I have Marquet. Let's see if I can open it without spilling. I'll go, you know what, I'll do a couple of the distressed crayons after I'm going to paint this flower over here in Marquet. And then I'm going to show you the distressed crayons since I have those. And I am just going to messily do this. Messy, because watercolors are not neat, and Actually, I plan on doing maybe a little bit of drippy or something kind of artsy at the end. Anyway, so I want to get some layered colors. The water definitely makes a difference, although I haven't needed any more in there. So where are you guys all from? Tell me where you're from and if you are expecting some crazy, crazy weather, because we have, I think like 18 to 24 inches coming our way, Saturday night into Sunday. And it's really cold here, so honestly, I don't mind. I figure, you know what, if it's cold, it may as well be pretty, right? It may as well be white and it may as well be pretty. Ooh, that looks good, I think. So that's what's going on here in this neck of the woods. All right, I don't have any clean water really. Okay. You know what? I don't care about the rules. I'm going to, actually, I don't know if there's any rules. It's art, right? I'm going to paint a blue flower. There really aren't many blue flowers, but this is one of my favorite colors. This is Bohemian Blue. And I like blue palettes more than I like the cool colors. I'm more blues and greens. So I kind of feel like I ought to be doing flowers that are pink and red and yellow, but that's not my thing. So I'm going to go in with the colors that I like and make blue flowers. All right, so I had water on my brush, so I'm just going kind of messily right over this, which is what's going to make it kind of look watercolory after, I think. And the black is still showing up great. Still haven't dipped my thing back in. I'm not gonna paint it all anyways. I'm gonna leave some of it not painted. Indiana, you have a major winter storm coming tomorrow. I wonder if it's the same storm passing you and headed to us. Okay, I'm dropping a little bit of that off. Yeah, so how much? So Pennsylvania, 10 to 15 inches. Every report is different. I know. You know what? When I watch that, I am always thinking, well, you know, we could get a foot or it could totally pass us. We could get absolutely nothing. And you don't know till it happens, you know. But, I mean, I'm in New Hampshire, so, you know, we expect the snow. We really haven't had much this year, so we're equipped for it. We've got plows and we're all ready for it. All right, so I've got some messy. What do we think? But you know what? I really like the blue, even though, hey, Karen. I'm so happy and honored that you checked in. Karen is the owner and creator of Wise Owl Paints, and I use her glazes. When I glaze, I use the Wise Owl glazes, and they are spectacular. Okay, let me just move that because I'm not going to move out of the way. And her Wise Owl paints are great too. She just came out with a bunch of new colors I saw, right? Okay, so now I'm using Farm Fresh. Just another one of the DIY colors, but in the palette that I like. So let's see how this looks. Let's paint this one here. Ooh, yeah, it's like a blue-green. If you haven't watched any of the IOD videos, they've got them on YouTube, and Sally and Josie, they make everything look easy. I'm always rewinding and being like, wait, quick, how they do that? And yeah, they're the creators of IOD and all these products, and to watch them play with them and do things with them is fun. They're fun to watch. They have that whole sisterly thing going. Because they're sisters. And also because you can just tell that they love the products and love playing with the different mediums, and so you'll learn a lot watching from them. There we go. All right, so my thought on what to do up here Wait, I gotta look at it upside down. Is this right here a flower? That might need some color. Or a leaf. Let's see. I'm gonna put some color on the top, but before I do that, I want to make sure I have enough color here where I want it, so that it doesn't. There we go. I'm gonna leave some black and white. What do you guys think? I don't like it looking too Christmassy. Maybe that's why I don't like all the red and green. Woo! All right. That's good. I need some water. My water's all pink now. I guess we don't know what color we're gonna get. Love that color. Do you like the green color that I'm holding in my hand? Ooh, look, it totally changed because I had some of the Farm Fresh still on my brush. See, I love that. It's just mixing. I think that needs to be red. A little bit of more green over here, and then I'm going to show you guys my most favorite color in this line. If I could use it on everything, I would, but I can't. But I'm going to use it on this. Alrighty. This is really just coloring for grown-ups. That's all it is. It's just coloring for grown-ups. I'm gonna forget you guys are here and just go into my zone. There was something I was just gonna go back and fit. Oh, there was a flower I needed to. Oh. Hey, Michelle Klein. My friend Michelle Klein is watching. I know a lot of Michelles. Is that weird? Like, I could have like a whole club and a night out with all the Michelles that I know, and we would have a great time. All the Michelles I know are pretty awesome people. All right. What do you think? What do you think? Well, that's a start, because you know what? You could just honestly just keep doing this for, I'm going to just keep playing with this for hours. And I got to tell you, the molds took me a couple hours too, just kind of FYI. I'm surprised at how long this took me, because I usually do furniture now. So then when I started doing this, I thought, I don't know how artists can make any money. I mean, just if you're doing this not for yourself and you're doing this to sell your pieces, it was very time consuming. So you'd never get, I mean, obviously, you know, we never pay ourselves an hourly wage, but this is therapy too. I think this is therapy. It's very therapeutic. All right, so let me find a big brush. This isn't big, but I can control myself here. And just make some space. I guess I'm going to choose to use the pink water. All right, now there is a ton of us, Michelle. Thanks, Andrea, looking fabulous. Are there recommended paint types? Can you use craft paint? Cheryl, and hi, Susan. So wait, so those of you who actually have painted these, please jump in, because these are relatively new, and we are playing around with the different products that you can use to paint them with. You could use whatever paint you want on them. The reason that I like water-based, and the reason that we are using some of the ones that we are, is because there's a desire to get like a watercolor effect. And to do that, you need to be able to add water and make your product kind of opaque, and also be able to still see the lines in the transfer. All right. See, so I've got quite a bit of water on my brush. So I don't know if you can do that with craft paint, because I don't use craft paint. Would that be acrylic paint? I say, you know, you do a little piece and try it. Can you add water to it? I don't know. I mean, I can't answer those questions because they're not products that I use. I can only tell you why we use the ones that we do. All right, so the color that I'm using now, which I'm going to end up putting more water into, but I just want to get it on there. I am using my most favorite color because I love turquoise. And you've seen it in my videos before if you've watched any. It is Mermaid Tail. And it's the one that I did the last coat of the mirror this week on. And it is so pretty. It's a happy color. It's definitely it's my wheelhouse color. All right, so I want this. Look at my water. Ideally, you want to have clear water, but I'm working with the lightest because I don't want to run to the sink and leave you guys here. But now I'm just dipping in water, you know, to kind of spread the paint around. I don't mind the brush strokes, actually. I'm trying to decide if I do. More water. Yeah, and I'm going to paint right over. Yeah. What do you think? I think that I have a hard time multitasking and talking at the same time. Let's see. I'm going to grab my cloth and I'm just going to do this. Oh, that's going to give it some color variation and some texture. What do we think? Love this color. All right, have I answered every question? So I think I need clean water to do the show you the distress markers. I'm going to show, well, we'll try. I'm going to do one flower as soon as I finish this, and then I'm going to finish this up and let you guys see what it looks like. Let me just finish up this top part here. So don't forget, I would love to do a giveaway. So for every 20 shares, I'm going to do a giveaway. Like and follow my page, share this video, and write in the comments that you shared. You got to keep watching so that if I draw your name, and I've already drawn 2 and haven't heard from the people, so if I draw your name, you need to be watching so that you know you won something. If you're looking for any of these products, you can go to Iron Orchid Designs website, and there's a locate a stockist option there. You might have somebody right down the street. I would love you to connect with your local retailer if you do. If you like to shop at home late at night on your couch, which is what I often end up doing because I'm tired, I have all the product. I sell the DIY paint and all the Iron Orchid Design products on my website, www.serendipity.house. All right, let's see what we think of these. I'm gonna lift it up. I'll make sure I have no paint on it. What are we thinking of that so far? I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it is definitely fun. I'm planning for this to be my sample board at the shop. So, I don't know, maybe I'll be making more. Maybe somebody will want to buy it as artwork. I have no idea. It just feels good to, make it. Okay, so I'm going to show you these real quick. Let's grab a couple colors that I maybe don't already have, like a purple and an orange. Okay, so these I got online. These are called Ranger, and they're called Distress crayons. They come in a package of 6, and there's all different colors. I just pulled this out of the pack, but if you go and look online, you'll see, 10 different choices with 6 colors. I just looked at the colors that I liked. I don't know what the packages or colors are called. I don't even see where it says on here. But these are water-based. These are what I have tried before I tried the paints. And basically, what you do, I'm going to try this purple here, so it's a crayon. And it doesn't look right here. Okay. So it's a crayon, and you rub it on. Let's see, where do I want to paint the hem of this flower? Right here. So let me just make sure the camera is on it first. Okay. Can we see this? Yes. All right, so look, it just colors like a crayon. It feels kind of oily. And I'm just going to messily color. Now this is obviously less messy and cleaner than having the paints and having to dip in and do the whole water thing and everything. All right. Then you go in with a wet paintbrush, and it looks like watercolors. You spread it around. There we go. I probably have too much on there because it spreads around pretty easily. So those are called Ranger Distress crayons. The other ones that people are using are called Faber-Castell, I think. And really, part of choosing your colors is you want something that is not going to fade, you know, in 6 months. So you want something that's called color fast. Let's see. Let's just mix in some of this. And you know what? You can mix products too. If you know, if you're using all water-based products, then, well, what the heck? Oh, I have a white one. Let's see what white does. Then, yeah, of course, then you can mix water-based with water-based, and need more water. Oops. Yeah. All right. So that's these, and these are definitely easy to use. If you want to buy some more products, I would look into these in the Faber-Castell. Okay. The Ranger ones work really easily. Those are here. I think I showed you this last week, but the Ranger ones are. This is all the Ranger colors. So this is part of a transfer done at the workshop that I went to, the IOD workshop that I went to in April. Okay, and they're vibrant. I don't think I ever sealed this. I'm pretty sure I didn't seal this yet. So I should. I see what it looks like sealed. Obviously, you should seal your work. That's next. All right, guys. I am going to just kind of get lost in my zone. I'm going to get lost in my zone, and I am going to keep painting, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to turn music on, and really pretty crayons could be a nice alternative. Yeah, they're a special crayon, so they're meant to add water to. I don't think you could use the wax ones. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share. www.serendipity.house for products, and I will post my finished product and let you see how the project came out. Okay, have a great day, you guys, and stay safe if you have that funky weather coming your way. Bye.